Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're going to talk about the legendary show NCIS and its 20th season. Can you believe it's been 20 years of solving crimes, teamwork, and most importantly, following Gibbs' rules for life? Now for those fans who want to revisit some of the earlier seasons, it can be a bit overwhelming with over 400 episodes. But don't worry, we've got you covered. Because as Gibbs says, when you need help, ask. That's why EW has put together the list of essential NCIS episodes. So whether you're a fan of old favorites or looking for new classics, this guide has got you covered. From the thrilling and action-packed episodes to the heartwarming and emotional ones, you'll find it all here. And if you think any of your favorite episodes are missing, remember what Gibbs says, never say you're sorry. So, sit back, relax, and let's start revisiting some of the most memorable moments of NCIS. First, what do you think is a better way to start this journey than with the pilot episode, Yankee White? Do you think Mark Harmon and his co-stars knew that this was going to be a 19-year journey when they filmed this pilot episode? I mean, who could have predicted that NCIS would become one of the most beloved shows of all time? In this episode, we are introduced to the tough and brooding Leroy Jethro Gibbs, played by the one and only Mark Harmon. Gibbs, a former Marine sniper, brings on board Secret Service agent Caitlin Todd, played by Sasha Alexander, to join his NCIS team. And let's not forget the rest of the gang, the goofy film buff Tony DiNazzo, played by Michael Weatherly, the goth lab queen Abby Shudo, played by Polly Perrette, and the dapper medical examiner Ducky Mallard, played by David McCallum. Next is Call of Silence, Season 2, Episode 7. When it comes to this, I hope you are ready to be taken on an emotional roller coaster. We're talking about a scene from NCIS that's going to give you all the feels. This Season 2 standout episode is a perfect blend of procedural drama with a deep respect for our country's veterans. And we're not talking about just any veteran, folks. We're talking about a real-life Purple Heart recipient played by the legendary Charles Durning. Now, if you're a fan of NCIS, you know that the show doesn't shy away from exploring the impact of military life on its characters. And in this episode, we get to see that firsthand. With Durning's character, a World War II veteran who turns himself in for committing a 60-year-old murder, you can bet that the tears are going to flow. And the next episode will even shock you. Why? We're talking about a heart-wrenching, legendary episode of Twilight from Season 2, Episode 23. It's also known as the episode with that thing that happens to Kate. And let me tell you, it's a real doozy. This finale will leave you gasping for air as we witness the surprising loss of one of the original cast members. And just a warning, this episode sets the precedent that death can and will come for anyone and everyone on this show. Hold on to your seats, folks, it's such a wild ride. And the next is even more interesting. We're talking about The Kill Ari Parts 1 and 2, Season 3, Episodes 1 and 2. This two-part episode is no exception when it comes to twists and turns that keep you on the edge of your seat. So get ready for the introduction of two major players in the NCIS universe, Ziva David and Jenny Shepard. These ladies bring their unique personalities and skills to the table and make the show even more exciting. But wait, there's more! This episode also delivers some well-deserved payback for Kate's death. The villain responsible for her shooting is finally brought to justice. And just when you thought it couldn't get any crazier, we find out that Ziva's half-brother just so happens to be the bad guy. Talk about a small world, huh? So grab your popcorn and get ready for this mother of all essential episodes. And this time, we're talking about Bloodbath, Season 3, Episode 21. Oh damn, things are getting real in this episode of NCIS. Abby is in trouble and it's linked to a stalker ex-boyfriend. The team is on the case and digging into Abby's personal life, and in true NCIS fashion, they're making sure Abby is safe, even if that means having her stay with Timothy McGee for the night. Talk about a work-family dynamic, am I right? This show knows how to mix the personal with the professional, even when the crime scenes are gory. So grab your popcorn, this episode is not one to miss. And then the next one is great too. We're talking about Cover Story, Season 4, Episode 20. Here, it turns out that our favorite tech guru, Timothy McGee, is leading a double life. That's right, our nerdy McGeek has been keeping a big secret from us all. It turns out that he's a best-selling author, and the characters in his books are based on his larger-than-life co-workers. And of course, in true McGee fashion, his pen name is an anagram of his name, Tom E. Gemsity. I mean, what else would you expect from this nerd? Who else is excited to find out which of the NCIS characters inspired his literary creations? Well, that could be a story for another day. Let's look at the next episode. And this is The Angel of Death, Season 4, Episode 24. As we talk about this, just get ready for some serious drama, heartbreak, and of course, Tony DiNazzo's love life on NCIS. Remember Tony's girlfriend, Jean Benoit? The one that had him all giddy and love-struck? Well, little did Tony know that Jean was the daughter of one of the biggest arms dealers in the world, La Grenouille. That's right, Tony fell for his mark. It's like a modern-day Romeo and Juliet, except with more guns and international espionage. But the real question is, will this love story end in happiness or heartbreak? Will Tony be able to save Jean from her dangerous father and their life of crime? Or will their love be doomed from the start? Next in line is The Requiem, Season 5, Episode 7. Talk about a heart-stopping underwater rescue. Well, buckle up, folks, because this Season 5 episode of NCIS has got it all. We delve into the past of the enigmatic Gibbs and learn about the tragedy that has shaped him. And just when you think the episode can't get any more intense, Tony DiNazzo jumps into action and performs a daring underwater rescue that'll have you on the edge of your seat. So grab some tissues and get ready to be amazed by this episode of NCIS. Next is The Judgment Day, Parts 1 and 2, Season 5, Episodes 18 and 19. In this Season 5 finale of NCIS, we're taken on a wild ride that ends in tragedy as Jenny Shepard loses her life in a gunfight in a desert diner. But don't be too sad, because we also get to see the return of Gibbs' mentor, Mike Franks, and the installation of Leon Vance as the head of NCIS. And if you think that's interesting, just wait until you hear about the changes Vance made to flush out a mole in NCIS. Ziva is sent to Israel, McGee to cybercrimes, and Tony to the middle of the ocean. Who knew that being a part of NCIS could be so dangerous? But don't worry, these changes didn't stick. So, will the next NCIS episode bring more danger or heartbreak? You'll have to tune in to find out. Thanks for tuning in, and be sure to catch our next video. Until next time.